My husband, Robert, had brain cancer, and in October of 2023, he came to Hospice Halifax, where he remained for 3 weeks until his passing. We met in 1991. So we were together as a couple for a really long time before Avery came along.
He was an awesome dad. He would love to go sledding, and we used to go on bike rides. He would just love to play with me, and when I was younger, every night before I went to sleep, we'd play together.
When Rob became sick, we would spend a lot of time in bed with him. We would just get in bed and read and hang out, and when he came home from the hospital, it was really important to us that we could continue that. So we did get what they call a bariatric bed, and so it's much wider than a regular hospital bed, so that Avery and I could still, hang out, watch a movie, just be there with him.
When my dad was sick, Curious George would always be in the bed with him.
The beds here are single, standard size hospital beds. And oftentimes when there is a couple like the Keiths here that want to be close, we have a cot that we put up next to the hospital bed, but the railing doesn't go all the way down. So there's always like a little bit of a barrier there.
It was difficult to still have that closeness that we wanted to have, but that I think that anyone in their final days would want to have.
We have kind of talked over the time of how nice it would be to have beds that were big enough for 2 people to fit in.
I told them, we have a brand new bariatric sized bed. Can we put it in Rob's room? And we would like to donate it to the hospice.
Well, at Hospice Halifax, that's the way we operate. We try to meet the unique needs of patients and their loved ones. We take every request seriously, and we do everything we can to meet the needs.
And so we were like, yeah, sure.
Not even 2 days later, the bed was here. That kind of started the idea of, what we could do as a legacy later on. It was exactly 1 week before he died, and we were discussing his funeral, and, we were talking about where we wanted to give back, and we did feel that we wanted to give back to Hospice Halifax. So when we decided that we wanted to donate another bariatric bed, I actually spoke to the head nurse, Claire, and she loved the idea, but told us about their wish to actually secure what's called a Cuddle Bed.
They are bariatric beds, but state-of-the-art beds as well. So they have built-in scales in them, so none of our patients, we could ever weigh them once they're bedbound, and some medications do depend on weight.
It extends, it gives that extra room for a family member, a grandchild, a son or daughter, just to be with their loved ones.
They loved that idea, so they decided to start a fund called Cuddles for Christmas that would raise the money for this Cuddle Bed.
I actually started sharing the information about Cuddles for Christmas probably 2 weeks after his passing, so in the middle of November. And we had secured enough funds by January to have the Cuddle Bed ordered, and it arrived in April.
Me and my mom bought a cuddle bed so other kids could cuddle with their dad too.
It's a bit surreal when I got to see the Cuddle Bed for the first time and to see Rob's name on the bed. It's brought us a lot of comfort.
So now it's our goal to bring 2 more beds to Hospice Halifax, and Feeling the Love is going to be a big part of that.
And then we'll have about half of our rooms filled with beds that are for families and couples.
Rob had such a peaceful death, and even though it was such an awful disease. And I really, truly believe it's because he was able to be surrounded by love and comfort.
I know that hospice helped him a lot and made him feel better.
It fills me with a lot of joy, even though I'm really sad that he's not here with me. It does make me feel like, again, that we're doing something together to give back to the place that gave us so much.